I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen with the soda.
It's real one for Toyz. It's not 3, buddy.
Things could be said and misconstrued and all this other stuff.
Oh, so you ready? Jordon's World Podcast, Will Model for Toys. You know the rockin' vibes, huh? Bright and early, guys. It's a beautiful day out here. Welcome back. Episode 72. What it do? Special guest, huh? Talk to the people, huh? What's your name?
Hi, I'm Carmelie.
Oh, listen, women, y'all see us. There's not enough of us on there. Guys, you guys are afraid to get on camera. We'll hop in them comments and go crazy, but when it's time to give your point of view on camera, hey, you're scared. You know what I'm saying? So, but we're here. Episode 72, you know what I'm saying? We've made it. I'm gonna try to sit down as much as I can, but if she starts going crazy, y'all, you know how it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So again, guys, episode 72. Make sure you like and subscribe. These people say some crazy stuff on here, so I don't want to be a part of that, man. You know? So again, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Let's get started. What age? Are we throwing it out there?
I'm 48 years old.
48, huh? Don't look like it, huh? Come on, fellas. Hey, man, make sure you follow her. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now, don't get nervous now. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we start these episodes, I have to make sure we can talk about anything. She said it's good. So we're going to go with it, you know what I'm saying? I follow her on Instagram, and I see a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say, hey, you have a lot of confidence.
Thank you very much.
Lots of confidence. Most people, if you only see someone on Instagram, you are to believe what you believe. And when she's on Instagram, I tell you what, she looks like it, and she talks like it, you know what I'm saying? So boom, since you are one of the most confident women that I've seen,
well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
It's all good. Hey, listen, we're here. You got to get the roses, you know what I'm saying? So, boom. You being a confident woman in 2023. How did you get to that point? We're talking about the confidence of being a woman in 2023. 48, right? Here we go. Talk to the people.
A lot of patience with myself. A lot of patience with myself. A lot of grace with myself.
What does that mean? Because people just think it's after you eat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand. Grace to me is giving myself the space, the time to allow myself to grow and evolve to what I need to be to understand certain situations and circumstances. Like, when I give someone grace, it's basically, I'm giving you your space, like I'm giving you time, I hold space for you type thing. So I tend to do that a lot to myself. Like a lot of people say, oh, you come off selfish. No, it's self-care to me.
Self-preservation? Okay, so how does that build your confidence? Were you always like this?
No.
Tell the people need to listen, because women, y'all act like y'all been confident for years on end. Ever since I was in high school, but you're older.
No, not even in high school. Not even in high school. In high school, I was like, jeans, a long t-shirt, like I was not even trying to do all that. I was I was really prudish as well. Like I was really to myself. I had a lot of friends, but I was quiet.
Okay, look, guys, she tried to do it. She tried to slip the question. You know, I'm like Floyd. Hey, look. So boom. During that time, we're talking high school. You know what I'm saying? You're still trying to figure yourself out. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So boom. When it came to the opposite sex, how did they perceive that version of yourself?
They didn't. They didn't pay no mind.
They don't want to see us win.
Which is fine.
What did that do to you at that time, though? Because when you're young, you want to feel this girl's going to the prom, this girl's the prom queen.
The thing is, I wasn't really into that. Like, that was never my niche. Like, I wasn't into going to the prom, going to the dances, or the football games. I wasn't really into that. I would much rather hang out with my friends, you know, like, do things, go downtown. Like, I lived in Southern California. So, like, we would go downtown Pasadena all the time back in the day, way before it got poppin'.
Gotcha.
Because right now it's poppin' and you have to have money in order to go there. And before, that's everywhere now. The economy's crazy right now, so yeah, I get it. But, like, before, you know, you could go there and chill. You could literally go there and chill. I don't know, I think it just takes a lot, like, you go through things. Like I did a little bit of, I'm not even going to call myself a model, but I did like a little bit of modeling back in the day.
Okay.
And I worked with amazing artists, amazing. And that built my confidence a lot.
At what age was that?
I started in 93.
Talk to him.
I don't know that age. I don't math.
Okay, I
didn't graduate middle school.
17.
So at 17, getting into modeling, coming from, let's say, freshman year, if you was a little more to yourself, now you have to be a little more on camera.
And that was even difficult because my very first modeling gig was a callback. And I walked in there, and this was the time when Brooke Shields was a big thing. And she had just done, I mean, it was a big thing. And I walked in there, and all these women are voluptuous, and I'm like a stick. Like, I was flat from front to back. You wouldn't think of it now, but like back in the day, I was literally a stick.
What is the difference during that time? Because when you're talking slim, and compared to thick women, today in 2023, there's a lot more voluptuous women.
It's
So
a lot different. It's a
what
lot
did it
different.
do for you at that time, seeing other women who may have been a little more blessed in some areas than you were? Did it bother you at all?
Well, no, because I mean, I understood. Like, I was raised in a different atmosphere. My mother was really,
Talk to him.
really prominent in my life to encourage that I need to love the body that I'm in currently to love the body I'm going to become.
Oh, this is a great. Oh man, you're good. See, she's good. Listen, I'm telling you right now, she don't even know how she did it, but she did. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Look, boom. So there's a rumor that not all moms look at their daughters to the point to where it's like, you know what, I want to see you do better than me. How is it knowing that you got that type of love versus seeing other women who didn't have that type of love?
I can't speak for them. I was not in their position, so I can't really speak for them.
No. Again, see, I start these things so it all makes sense and we come right back. God, I've never met this woman before. This is literally the first time.
I can't speak for them.
Solely off of what I presumed off of Instagram. So based off of your presumption of, oh, you know what? I had this, and then I could see what it would be like if I didn't have it. If you didn't have that, would you have been able to move how you move? As far as having a mother who is supporting you? Versus someone who's
probably not. I mean, honestly, probably not. I think I was very privileged to have a mother that was in my presence to be able to encourage me like that. And I honor that privilege because I'm aware not a lot of people get that.
Right.
And and like I said, I can't speak for them. I can only speak for myself. And it started very young. And yeah, I just remember even the first time I walked in there, like I said, there was a bunch of women. They're gorgeous women, you know what I mean? And they're voluptuous, and I'm just like, this little scrawny twig walking in, all excited with popping my bubble gum, going off, just like, okay, we about to do this. And I sit down, and then immediately all eyes just look at me, and I'm like,
Hold up.
okay, I never had that before.
Speak to the competition of women. You're in the Lion's Den. It's 50 women.
I mean,
all of them look good, and you walk in.
I walked in, and I was intimidated at first. But that's the thing. I wasn't intimidated. I was really excited. I was gung-ho going in there because my thing is, another thing my mother taught me is, regardless of how confident you feel, when you walk into a room, you have to hold your head up high. Because the higher you hold your head, the more confidence you redeem, the more people look and see the confidence within you. It's built on you. Like, people can, you stand sitting up straighter, you know, doing certain things. You're presenting yourself. It's just, you walk into a room, just make sure you're walking in with confidence. Make sure, and even if you don't have it, I wasn't intimidated at first. As soon as I sat down, as soon as all those eyes were on me, I became intimidated. So I was like, okay, what's really going on here? And I had to sit there and watch these women just kind of, you know, do their own thing, become friends. And I was very isolated in that incident. So it wasn't a good experience. But I kept going because my mom was like, well, you can't let one bad experience, you know, turn into another bad experience. You got to keep going until you get a good experience. So
there's a urban legend that the loudest man in the room is usually the
most
man.
insecure.
Right. So for women, what is that?
I don't believe that. I don't know. Like, again, we're going in the whole sexes of man and woman, and you know me. I know there's differences.
There is a difference. I'm just saying, what's the Lion's Den for women? Because for men, if I go to the parking lot and I'm hopping in the Toyota and my man got a Bentley or something, for ego, men have ego. So, like, do women have ego in that sense?
Oh, of course.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, what would be the competition? Like, oh, girl, her shoes is good. You know, or like is it material things or is it body-wise?
No, I think, honestly, for me, I can't see that. For me, I can only speak for myself.
Only speak for yourself.
For me, it's the way they carry themselves. If a woman walks in and she's automatically approaching me and saying, hey, you know, I saw you from across the way, you know, start a conversation. It's their character more than anything. I mean, yeah, if they look great, they look great. And of course, if they're gorgeous, I'm going to say something. You know, if they got nice shoes. And I do that all the time. I walk down the street, you know.
So you can compliment another woman?
Oh, all the time.
Really?
All the time. I think you should. I compliment men all the time, too.
So when you compliment a woman, what does that do for you? Is that like women empowerment?
No, it's just, if I happen to see someone and they look happy, like, for instance, yesterday when I went to the store, there was this gentleman and he had some big old bouquet of flowers. And they weren't roses, but they were flowers. And I didn't know what they were for, but I was like, those are so gorgeous. I think I have to go in there and get some. And he's like, oh, thank you. I'm like, you look nice too. And he did. He was suited up and everything. Right. And I noticed he had a married like a band. So I was like, I need to back up a little.
Oh, I don't know. She's good. We 11 minutes in. She is smooth. Boom. No. Skip everything that you're about to say. Here we go. Look. Boom. So boom, you see the men. Not everyone wears a ring. Just because you have a ring on doesn't mean you're married. Anything. But boom, you see the man. He looks handsome. Boom, you like him. You notice the ring. Is it automatically?
Whoa there.
Or he could be widowed.
Exactly. And I'm gonna be honest.
You know
for this instance, that happened to be the case because I did continue to talk to him. Because the thing is he continued to engage with me, and it wasn't like we were. See, this is the thing too. Men will give you a type of energy. If they have someone that they truly,
come on,
and I'm gonna be honest.
Come on,
if they have someone in their life, if they have a significant other, and I think this is like men, because I've noticed this. Being single for as long as I have, if they have a man in, what are you looking at me?
Nah, no, we good. I'm just trying to remember the question. You good? No, you good. Nah, hold on. We gonna get you. No, you can't slip nothing past me. I'm listening to everything. Go ahead. I got a question after this.
It's not 3, buddy.
Okay, but like, I forgot what I was saying.
No, you good. Go ahead. Nah, let's do your thing.
No, now I forgot what I was saying.
You were saying how men, if they're engaging, their energy, all that.
I do notice the energy. I do notice the energy.
Right.
Like it does change. It depends. Like if they have a significant other and they value that significant other, their temperament changes. Their voice changes. The octave of their voice. I've noticed men that don't have or don't value their significant other, their voice goes deeper.
Oh, like a little smoother. Okay, guys, y'all ain't slick. Look, they paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
They're the way that they come at you too. They're the whole physicality. They lean forward more. They're more. They do the peacocking where they stand up more and they're just, or they'll do the whole like bulk, like almost like a stance. It's weird, but I notice these things.
She giving y'all the gems. So look, boom. If
talk to him.
You slick. You almost got me. Look. So boom. You said you've been single for what?
For quite a while.
What's a while?
Come on.
4 years.
Treat me like a king, I deserve to be paid.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick little small break. We had 15 minutes. I want to just keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be right back.
I do this from my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mommy watching Oprah, daddy.
So, boom, single for 4 years, which means you had to survive COVID. You didn't say, hey, you know what? It's lonely at the top. I need to step down.
Well, that doesn't mean I didn't have like acquaintances.
Go ahead. Now here we go. I was trying to be cool. What is an acquaintance? Because y'all trying to do this. No. What is an acquaintance?
Someone that I know.
You know the guy at the grocery store.
Exactly. He's an acquaintance.
It's not an acquaintance. So boom. All right, cool. I like this. I'm glad we have a woman, guys. Because when I say this shit, I go crazy and it's wild. So boom. The guy at the grocery store, you find out, boom, he widowed. So he's trying to engage. You know what I'm saying? Do you give up intimate details about yourself when he's trying to court? Oh, here we go. Oh my God. You are the best.
You don't do that.
What you mean? If I say, hey, where you grow up? You're gonna say
I'm not. I just barely met you. Like I said, he's an acquaintance of mine.
Shit like that. Shit
I
like
have
that.
very few friends. I have very few friends. I can count my friends on one hand.
So what I'm gonna tell you guys, right? Because this is what they do. She didn't.
What they do.
I'm gonna tell you what she listen.
What they do.
Earlier, she didn't want to do the men versus women thing. But look at what if a man said all these women that I talk to.
That you should.
I'm saying all these women that I talk to. If I just say they're acquaintances, again, men.
As you should.
But men and women are not the same as well as humans.
Correct.
So if you're not willing to be vulnerable with me, but I'm being vulnerable with you,
That's your choice.
100%. But you know what that choice could do for me.
Mm-hmm.
I could fall even more. If you say, oh, you know what, man, you grew up in San Francisco, that's so crazy. Oh my gosh, like I used to go down. And it's like, what?
But this is one encounter though. I barely got to know you.
We're talking a week.
Oh, a week? Yeah, you've been knowing where I live. Not where I live, but the city that I live. Like, you've been knowing. Like, no, if we're talking consistently for a week.
Talk to him.
Yeah. Are we friends at that point? No. We're still acquaintances.
Cool. So, and again, guys, I'm not trying to bash your age. I just want to let you know that women are a lot more ahead than you think, guys. So, boom. When we're talking to, you're 48. Does that consist of texting, calling you on the phone, or FaceTiming?
Both. All of it. Talking is talking. It's not like date. Like, I don't know. Even when I just learned the whole concept of talking, because this is a brand new term.
This is back in the day.
Talking?
This is the 90s. I'm
Talking?
36. Talking. Nah, I talk to her. Like, oh, no, it's not my girl.
Okay,
no,
but
I
okay.
talk to her.
But see, that's my thing. Is some people say there's a you already know. You already know. Because I'm saying, I have been in the situation where I was talking to someone, but they thought we were dating.
Boom. That's what I'm saying. So for a man, if I'm lonely and I feel I'm at the top, well, this ain't working. So now I'm gonna be vulnerable with you. I may be somebody on the last one. Y'all gonna see on the part 2. We did like an hour and 15 minutes, but he falls in love quick. So some men fall in love quick, and you don't even know that they're in love yet.
Oh, I'm aware. No,
See, look at she. Look, this is what they do. They know.
This is what they do.
No, listen, men. Look, she just broke y'all down to how your posture is. She already got control of you. I'm talking a puppeteer.
No, not puppeteer. Not puppeteer.
Guys.
Not puppeteer.
Episode.
That's vulnerable. That's vulnerability.
Episode 5 of Jordan's World podcast. There's a power that we all have, and we can use it for good or evil.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't use it for evil.
They don't want to see us win.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm chilling. Go.
I don't use it for evil.
So there's no you had 48 years on this earth. If a man says in the comments, "Hey man, she lying," are we to believe him or just to go off of what you talking about?
If I know him.
Goddamn.
If I don't know him, it doesn't matter. I do not pay attention to what strangers have to say.
Even better. Look, she's good. I like this. Hey, look. Y'all wanted a woman. Give your Instagram real quick. We got to promote you.
Dame Peace. Not Dame Peace.
That's what I got on this mouth.
DAMEPIECE.
So boom. So you've been single for 4 years. How can a man court you today? You've been on the block a few times. You know what's going on. How can they?
I can tell you what not to do.
No, tell me what to. They want to know what to do.
No. Because it could be different. It could be different. Depending on the person that is interested in me, it could be different. If they happen to like hiking, I'll go hiking because I enjoy that. If they happen to go like see films, I enjoy that. I'll go see films. If they happen to just chill or go to a bookstore, I'll go to. It depends on the person. I'm very individual. Like I take, but however, I shouldn't say but because everything you say before.
There we go. Listen, she's trying to do this unicorn shit. I don't know why I have people who are unicorns on this damn show.
Unicorn?
Guys, yeah, you're a unicorn.
Do you know what a unicorn is?
Listen, I know it's something made up.
No, a unicorn is a type of person dealing with the type of relationship. I'm not a unicorn.
A unicorn in the Urban Dictionary is someone who is unique and is against all odds of what's traditional. Again.
Oh yeah, I don't fall into this social construct.
Tell me where you see. Listen, guys, I do this, man. I'm telling you. Look, so boom. So,
okay.
Let's give you a scenario. Cool with it? Boom. At the barbecue. It was a friend's this barbecue. They got the ribs going. You're hungry. Why not? Cool. You're there. You see a fellow gentleman. Hey, he's trying to approach you. At a barbecue scenario, what could that man do to get your attention?
Give me my plate.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
Get me my plate.
Get the fuck out of here! No! 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 Go ahead. I shouldn't have did this episode with women empowerment talk. No! No!
It's not women in power talk. It's just do for me. Look, it's because I would do that for you. Because I would do that for you. Do for me what I would do for you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Get me my plate. Make sure I'm not hot. Make sure I'm in the shade. Make sure I'm also engaging with people that you know. Introduce people that, if you have friends, if you have close friends, if you have friends, introduce them to me.
Listen.
Don't introduce your family to me just yet. Unless like you look at them a different type of way.
Guys, let me tell you what she's doing, right? She's adding new questions to what I already had a question in my head after she said what she said. No, but she's adding extra shit. So now I'm thinking like, oh shit, I got a whole new question. No, look, here we go. Boom. At the barbecue, maybe 15 women in line. They said the food was done and rung the bell. 15 women in line.
You said 15 women. See, that's interesting.
Floyd! Listen. So boom, 15 women in line. You want that man to court you and get in line behind the women?
They treat me like a king. I deserve to be pampered.
All right, man. Toyz World Podcast, episode 72.
You know what? I'm gonna say something. The person bringing me a plate, the 15 women, he would have gotten those 15 women their plate as well. They wouldn't be standing.
Go ahead. Toyz World Podcast. I think we just gonna end this one, guys. She got it. No, what? What?
They're gonna get their plates too, because they're that type of person.
All right, look, guys, listen. Hey, fellas, this is what I look at. There's been a transfer in my social media. Okay, I don't know where it happened. I lost 1% of the men. Guys, I do this for us. If you are out there,
1% for the man.
I know. I was at 80. I was 80 to 20.
You should be looking up to him. You should be asking him advice.
Hold up.
If he's the gentleman that went and got the 15 plates as well as mine.
I'm focused, man.
Okay, cool. I like this. So, boom, scenario. That man's getting the 15 plates for all the women.
Okay.
Gunshots ring out.
Drop.
Are you going to protect him?
Hell yes.
You're gonna run and here we go. No, she's trying to get y'all, man. No, she's tricky. She's really tricky. She is tricky.
Because he would do that for me. If I'm feeling you like that, because I've done that. I have done that. So I'm just saying, I have done that.
Men, please, if you're bold enough, we only here with the bold. Tag a woman you know will see you making a play, gunshots ring out, and she's trying to save you.
Yeah.
No, I'm just running towards him. Because I can't save a man.
That's a fact, nigga.
But in his intentions, the food goes up.
That's okay.
And I'm trying to save you.
I'm not worried about the food at that point. I'm worried
but I'm
about
saying,
him.
in his mind, he ain't even prepared. As you're going to gather the berries, as if it was back in the old time, there's hunters and there's gatherers. You go gather the berries and stuff, but just in case a wolf come, I'm here to protect you. But if I'm going to get the berries with you, well, we all gonna get killed.
See, but you're forgetting that a lot of the relationships, there's a partnership there. Like, it's not 50-50.
Oh,
it's
no.
not masculine over feminine. It's literally...
She tricky. No, listen. I don't even want to cut you off, but I'm cutting you off. Listen.
Okay.
We're talking about a man trying to court you. He decided to give 15 women food.
Shots, yes.
This is the first...
Food goes flying. I'm running towards him.
You're going to run to a stranger?
Not the stranger.
You don't know? He's trying to court you. He met you at the
well,
yeah. This is what I do. I told you. Yes. Listen, you got to pay attention.
I'm already thinking like I'm
together. No, you're not together.
No,
He's trying to court you. You want that
I'm
man.
going after him.
You want that man to have 15 plates. You want him to have 15 plates of food. This is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, if he's trying to court me, then I mean, if he's getting them, if there's like you put the scenario that there's 15 women in line getting their plate. If he's trying to court me, the best way if you really want to impress me to the point where I might say yes to another outing. Right. Because I've said no a lot. Hold up. The point is go ahead and get the 15 plates.
Hey, no, fuck the plates. We're going. Look, why did you say no? Because men don't know.
They're approached.
What is the... Wow.
Don't come in my DMs saying...
Whoa there.
You know you're sexy. Yes, I'm very aware. I know that I'm sexy. I'm very confident. Very aware that I'm sexy. Come up with something new. Or the whole thing of like...
You were not confident like this 30 years ago.
No, I wasn't.
Boom! Your confidence now, you shrugging shoulders at these men.
No, it's not shrugging. It's not shrugging because they come at me. It's like, no, if you're going to go in my DMs and the first thing you have to say is, damn, you're sexy. That's not, okay, thank you.
Boom. So cool. Hey, you know, do they even compliment your looks at all? Because that's an old thing.
They always do, but the thing is, it's not so much my looks. It's like, it's derogatory term looks.
Crazy, man.
My everything. And it's like, And again, I understand me being confident in my sexuality, confident in who I am. Like I said, that has nothing to do with how these people approach me.
Guys.
My character is not based in the way I move.
Boom. Guys.
Physically.
I'm with you. I do. Listen, look, I started this earlier. With people, only go off of what they see. So if on your social media, I follow you, you do a lot of provocative things.
Very much
so.
So
If I use words that are common to what you're posting.
Are they?
Hold up.
Are they?
And the smartest thing I ever did was play dumb.
You're not ugly.
I'm aware. If someone says I'm beautiful, that's fine. But if they say I'm sexy, I'll say thank you and I leave it alone. But then the conversation continues, and I could tell where they're trying. Like it's not cute. Like I've got. You.
So okay, cool.
It's not cute.
I'm with you.
There's a difference. Like people are like, oh well, he's putting a lot of pressure on you. There's a type of pressure. Okay, you want to put pressure on me? You know what? I'd love to take you out. Here's this place. This is what time. Be ready.
Guys, we're gonna stop at like 2 minutes early from the time we're supposed to stop. And we're gonna start again. Right back out of this break.
I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen with the soda.
It's real 1 for Toyz. It's not 3, buddy.
All right, so boom, look. First date impressions. You saying a man has to take you out? Not have to, but he's gonna set up the plan. I remember now. Look, I'm good. So boom, a man has to plan. Are you a busy woman outside of your interactions with this man?
I am.
Boom. So I would have to know that your off day or something is coming
of course.
up. Cool. Again, this is the first impression. If I decided, hey, you know what, we met at the barbecue, everything was cool, I got your number, you got my number.
You got those 15 plates?
15 plates. Listen, all right, go ahead. Listen, now, I don't support the plates. I don't support them, okay? No. Listen, men.
Do for my other women that you would do for me. That's
No.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. How you treat other people is how you're gonna treat me. That's basically how I look at it.
All right, cool. Are you... Hold on, let me stop
But
pouring
the
it.
date. Let's go back to the
No, forget the date. You keep moving the goalposts. I'm just trying to stick to what you're talking about. So, boom.
Okay.
Are you insecure when it comes to a man with another woman?
No.
What does that mean? So a man could cheat on you?
Hold up.
No. Not cheat.
I don't know.
I'm what's considered. I practice ethical non-monogamy.
Hold up.
So for my urban community who doesn't know anything about those big words,
I'm basically a solo I believe in solo polyamory. So what that basically means is I do date multiple people. They're all aware that I'm dating multiple people. They don't know the details because every relationship that I have is independent of that relationship.
Whoa there.
So even though they're aware, and it's like I said, it's ethical non-monogamy. They're all aware. So the cheating part is a no because, like I said, the trust. There has to be trust and honesty. Not so much about communication because people comprehend more than they communicate.
Right.
Like that's how I look at it. So you have to just stick to honesty. And yeah, safe sex is important.
When did you approach this? Been around the block a few times. We just need to know.
Well, I was married for 20 plus years. Monogamous.
Kids the fuck. You wait 30 minutes. Married for 20. Guys, I swear. They do this all the time to me. They listen. Anyone who's not me, okay? If you're not me, I'ma give it up. 20 years? No. Rewind. 4 years single. Out of here. Boom. 20 years of your life.
He was the love of my life. And I thought he was going to be the love of my life.
What is the love of my life mean?
Someone who can evolve and grow with me, someone who can laugh with me, someone who can watch me change and enjoy the change and independently change themselves for their better being. Like someone that just...
What is a change? Because some changes can be drastic depending on the
situation and the person. Correct.
So what could...
Lifestyle changing.
What was drastic for you in your eyes? On the outside looking in of yourself. Like, oh man, if I saw myself doing that, I could see, oh man, like, she is motivated to do this more than she is to do this. Because if you're starting to take care of yourself a little more, you're going to be doing things that look a little different. You're going to be dressing different, talking different, feeling different, you know? So what is that for you? What was the change in your life? Tough questions.
Breast cancer.
She's good, guys. Make sure you follow her. Make sure you tell me Instagram. She's good. Look at she waiting until the end. Guys, there has to be a part 2 to this. Like, I'm telling you right now. She is funny as hell. So, boom.
Yeah.
Health. Something that you really can't control.
No, and that's the thing is I'm very, I'm an Aries, so we do like control.
Hey, April 19th.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
Fire.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, but I mean, and I do like things that are controlled because it helps my outcome. But again, when I can't control something, I have also learned that I can't stress or worry about it because it is out of my control. If I can control it, I'm gonna deal with it.
Right.
And that was something that I couldn't control, and that changed everything. Like it changed the dynamic of how I lived my life, of what I did, who I hung out with, how I treated my children, how I treated the people around me. It changed a lot. It changed how I treated my ex-husband.
When it comes to personal problems that have everything only to do with you, how are you able to tuck that to the side for your kids?
It doesn't get tucked. I feel I don't need to explain everything to them because they're not grown. There's certain things that they can understand, but it doesn't get tucked. You mean like my emotions and like the hurt, like the things I'm physically going through?
The things that
you can't. There's some things you just can't hide.
Gotcha.
And I'm very open about my emotions. They're aware when I'm very vocal. I'm like, hey, mom's not feeling too well today, so if I happen to lay down a bit longer, I apologize. I'm very aware of my impact on them. I've apologized for past mistakes during my marriage that I know I could have been a better parent for. And it's just a constant growth. You just have to be aware of your fault and acknowledge it and be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna try to change that because that wasn't cool.
We're gonna go viral right now. You're a woman. The urban legend is women are not accountable for anything that they do. Men,
completely accountable.
I know. So could you please tell the camera, I'm a woman. I'm
a woman, and I hold myself accountable for my actions. I think honestly, people, that's the big issue.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody holds themselves accountable. And that's the thing is every relationship, every person that I've come in contact, whether they've done me wrong, whether I've done them wrong, I've held myself accountable. So I understand walking away from something. I'm aware I put 100 into it. I have no problem walking away from it.
How important is that for your personal growth?
Oh, it's extremely important. Do not come into my space and expect me to give you peace if you're not going to give me nothing but heartache. Don't do that. I understand. And this is another thing. People they always say, come to me healed. I'll come to me healing because healing is a process that takes years.
Right.
You could be healing for the rest of your life.
Right.
Come to me healing. We could do the whole healing together. Let's go. I mean, that's just what it is. And they're going to be healing things that are independent to them. So as long as I give them the space and grace to do so, I'm going to be okay with that. And I know that they're going to do the same for me. Now, it doesn't always happen. You can't expect people to reciprocate the same love that you give out because it's an independent love you're giving out. There's nobody else that will ever... That's what it's like, oh, they don't love me the way I love... They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to. They're independent of their own love, so they will show you the love. And this goes back way. This goes back before ancestral trauma. This goes back from childhood. This goes back from the people that raised them. This goes back way. So that type of stuff, you just have to be understanding of that. You can't... people love differently, so you just have to be acceptable of that and understand that, okay, well, if it's not the way I want to love, then that's all right. It's not going to work, or we can continue to love each other, but do it in an independent way.
Talk to him.
Women, this is for y'all. I don't like talking about this goofy shit, but I'm gonna do it. Could you give me 3 of your love languages?
Oh, all of them, but I will take physical touch and time. Give me your time.
Time, cool, love it. Boom. Time. Let's now introduce a scenario.
Okay.
First date. I don't know how people eat when they're in restaurants, but either you're engaging in conversation or looking around, looking at people and saying, hey, look at those, whatever, cool.
Right.
What is time for you in that moment in a dinner setting?
Don't be on your phone.
Guys, this is why she's here. This is why she's here. The truth, ladies and
And that's the
gentlemen.
thing, and I don't even care about whether it's face down or face up. I could care less, because I'm not going to be the one. I'm not going to hurt my feelings today. I'm not going to go through your phone. I've never gone through. The only time I've ever gone through someone's phone is when they've given me the phone to go through. I've never gone through someone's phone, and I refuse to do that because I'm not about to sit here overthinking and overanalyzing and hurting my damn feelings.
Is it an insecurity
No,
to go through the phone?
I don't think so.
Hold up.
I don't.
Go ahead.
I think.
I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen with the soda.
It's real one for Toyz. It's not 3, buddy.